Have you ever woken up and realized that you're a little busted and you really need to fix that? Because that was me a couple of weeks ago, and I have been on a mission like a mad woman to try to glow up ever since. I realized that I cannot go into 2027 still looking busted and raggedy on the daily. So I went into Sephora to try to find some deals. I know what you're thinking, why would you go into Sephora of all places to find some deals? They were having a massive sale, so I was like, maybe there's some stuff here that I can find and use to try to glow up. I did not really find a whole lot of stuff in terms of makeup, but what I will say is that I did find some really nice hair care masks as well as hair care oils. Now I didn't get the oils from Sephora because I found a couple of different brands that were cheaper online, so I just bought them online, but I did buy 2 different hair masks and I have been loving them so much. My hair has never been so soft and it's also been a lot less tangled. So one's from Moroccan Oil, it's that deeply hydrating hair mask, and the other one is from Way, I don't know how to pronounce that one, but it's that French looking brand. I wasn't sure if my hair was fine, medium, or thick, so I ended up just getting the fine to medium mask because I figured at least it wouldn't weigh my hair down even if it is thick. I think that it's been working fairly well though, so I would definitely classify my hair in the fine to medium category. Another thing that I've really been interested in finding is a bunch of different nude lipsticks. I realized that I don't really like wearing a lot of makeup, but I do like wearing subtle makeup. It's kind of like the clean girl look where you're wearing some makeup but making it look like you're not wearing any makeup so that it just looks like your natural face. That's the kind of look that I really enjoy. I also think that in general, if you have on a lip and then you have a little bit of eye makeup, you really look put together even if you're not putting on foundation and concealer and the whole shebang. I don't really like wearing all of that makeup, especially not on a day-to-day basis. I find that it clogs my pores and makes me have more acne than I normally would. I try to just stick with the basics. I don't even put on mascara most of the time, which sounds really bad, I know, but all I do is I line my eyes and then I will put on a nude lipstick. So I've always been on the hunt for finding a lipstick that looks good on me. I don't know what my undertone is, so it causes a lot of pain when I'm trying to find a good lipstick. I've been experimenting with a bunch of different lipsticks and I found that mauve colored ones look the best on me as opposed to something that leans a little bit brighter and redder or a little bit more muted. I think that that means that I'm cool toned, but to be honest, I have no idea because I have very golden skin and I've always assumed that golden skin meant that you're warm toned. Apparently not though. I also looked online because I was so confused, and then a bunch of places were like, put up a piece of paper, put up different kinds of jewelry. I even did like a vein test where you look whether your veins look blue, purple, or green, and all of those things didn't tell me anything. I was still so confused. So I'm just going off of what I think looks best. Now, of course, what I think looks best might not be what actually looks best, as evidenced by the fact that I have been walking around looking busted and raggedy for all of these years, and nobody's ever told me anything. That's the worst part. A big part of my focus has been to also improve the way that my skin and hair look. I don't want to just rely on makeup to try to cover up the problem areas, which is my whole face, if I'm being honest. So I have been trying to improve my skin, make sure that I'm not picking at any acne that I do get, make sure that I'm taking care of myself and getting some really good hydration in. One of my holy grails has been the Laneige Cream Skin Toner that has alleviated so much of my dry skin. However, it is very expensive, so I have found an alternative. It's from Dr. Thayer's. It's their Milky Toner and I love it. It is so good. My skin literally soaks it up. It's available at Ulta, not at Sephora, so you might need to go to a different shop, or you can buy it online. Thayer's runs a whole bunch of deals all the time, so you can definitely find it for cheaper there as opposed to going to Ulta, unless of course you're shopping one of their sales. I got it during a 20% off sale when the brand was also buy one get one 50% off, so that meant that I saved a lot of money, and you can best believe that I saved up a bunch of stuff. I've also been trying out a few different Rhode products and I really like the brand. Unfortunately, a lot of their facial skincare does break me out. I think it's because of the coconut alkanes that are in most of the facial products. I can't even use coconut oil on my face because it will break me out even in places where I normally don't break out, but I have been loving their lippies. The lip contour shades are literally perfect for my skin tone, and I wish that they were longer lasting. When I swipe on my lip contour, it disappears within an hour of me not even really doing much besides talking. So if I could find those same shades in different longer lasting formulas, I would be so happy. I know in the past I've told you guys that I really like matte lipsticks, and that is still very true, but I've recently hopped onto the satin lip trend because I noticed that matte lipsticks are literally destroying my lips. They're so crusty and they literally are flaking off these days because matte lipstick tends to dry out your lips, and for people who already have very dry skin like myself, that is obviously not going to work for our skin type. I have also been getting back into Sol de Janeiro. I don't know how to pronounce it, but their scents are so perfect and they're really well mixed. This number 62 smell is literally perfect for me. The deep notes of caramel along with pistachio just really do something on my skin. You need to make sure that whatever smell you're getting works well with your body chemistry. Everybody's body chemistry is different, and what works for me might not work for you. I would always recommend doing a test. The best way to do a test is to literally just put on the product that you want to use and then not doing much the rest of the day in case it doesn't doesn't work out for your body chemistry, and at the end of the day, see how it smells. For me, the Sol de Janeiro smells really strongly for 8+ hours of wear, and it smells really strongly in a good way. That means that it does work for my body chemistry and I can continue to use it. For other smells that I've been trying out, some of them disappear or some of them react negatively and they just don't smell very good. I also really like to warm up whatever smells I am doing, just rub it between my hands a little bit. That's been a really good trick for putting on lotion, especially making sure that I'm putting it on damp skin so that my skin actually gets hydrated, as opposed to having dry skin have a bunch of lotion on top and it not really absorbing very well, and also making sure that I'm warming up any product that I am putting on. To warm up a product, it's really simple. Just rub it between your hands for a little bit, or if you're trying to apply a facial product, put it on the back of your hand and rub it a little bit and then put it on. It will make a huge difference. I don't wear foundation regularly, nor do I wear it often enough to actually need to use this trick, but whenever I do, I use this trick and my foundation looks perfect for the entire day. It doesn't crack, it doesn't make it look super dry, and it definitely does not look oily either. I think I have a bit of combination skin rather than just straight dry skin, because my T-zone area tends to get a little dry, but also the area on my cheek that's right next to the T-zone gets really, really oily, and then the bottom part of my face just kind of chills. Do you guys have any tricks like that you like to use for your makeup? Let me know in the comments below, because I am literally so interested in learning different kinds of tips and tricks for making your application look really smooth and flawless and just your look but better. That's really the kind of makeup that I'm interested in doing, remaining fairly natural looking but just a little bit elevated. I think that style of makeup looks really good on me because I've tried heavier makeup and it just looks kind of like a clown. I think that a large part of it is my application. I'm very heavy-handed, I've noticed, which is why I don't like wearing foundation or concealer most of the time. And a lot of the clean girl makeup is something that you can't really go overboard, especially the kind of clean girl makeup that I do, which focuses mostly on skincare and then alleviating a little bit of your problem areas by putting on a few products in the areas where you need them most. My lips tend to get super dry, so I always have something on them regardless, and I figured I might as well put on a different product as well just to make the lips look a little bit better, and I found that it highlights my entire face, makes me look brighter, which is why I really like it. Same with my eyes. I just line them a little bit and it makes my whole face open up. I like little changes like that aren't too much effort. That is all for today, you guys. Pray for me because I cannot keep looking busted. Let me know what your favorite beauty tricks are. Like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time. I love you so much. Bye.